What's up, everyone? If you clicked on this video, you already know we are diving deep into some of the most explosive stock opportunities for 2026, and I'm talking 5x, 10x, even bigger potential outsized gains before this year is over. These aren't your typical Wall Street safe picks. We're talking undervalued, catalyst-driven, high upside small caps, and penny stocks that could light up the market like a fireworks show. Now listen, the market is shifting. Money is rotating out of mega cap tech into undiscovered growth names, AI plays at tiny valuations, biotech catalysts, defense and hardware disruptors, and more. In this video, we're breaking down 10 of the best stocks, your next potential moonshots, including what they do, why they're undervalued, key catalysts, recent price action, and the exact reason I believe these names are positioned for huge moves. So buckle up, because what you're about to hear could redefine your 2026 watch list. Before we get into it, do me a quick favor. If you're serious about explosive stock opportunities, hit that like button right now. Let's shoot for 500 likes on this video. It tells YouTube this content matters and gets the stock community buzzing. And if you're not subscribed yet, subscribe and turn on the bell, because I drop deep dive growth stock breakdowns just like this every single week. Quick but important. I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. Everything in this video is for educational and entertainment purposes only, and you must do your own due diligence before buying any stock. Got it? Let's go. The 10 stocks. 1. Red Cat Holdings. Red Cat is a small drone and autonomous systems company that's been quietly gaining traction with government and defense contracts. Unlike generic drone makers, RCAT's platforms are winning on technology and integration. In their latest quarter, revenue jumped nearly 90% year over year, signaling real commercial momentum. They're partnered with software leaders like Teledyne FLIR and Primordial Labs to bring cutting-edge autonomous capabilities and AI functionality to their drones, something big defense budgets are actively looking for. Why this stock could explode. RSAT is one of the few publicly traded U.S. small UAV-focused names, meaning if they lock in a handful of defense contracts or NATO procurement deals, revenue forecasts could quadruple. Analysts have talked about 5x plus potential as the defense spending environment heats up and autonomous systems become a top procurement priority. These catalysts are already in motion, and the stock remains below radar for most retail investors. 2. CleanSpark. Now flipping to a completely different sector, Bitcoin mining and energy tech. CleanSpark is not your typical penny play, but what makes it compelling is the transition narrative, from raw Bitcoin mining to becoming a power-secure AI and HPC, high-performance computing, infrastructure play. With earnings multiples sitting low compared to peers and strong analyst buy ratings, CLSK could be a vector for near-term upside if digital asset markets stabilize and energy efficiencies are further monetized. This company trades at a roughly single-digit PE while showing growing free cash flow, a rare combination in volatility-rich sectors. That's the kind of mispricing big money looks to exploit first. 3. Vertical Aerospace. This is one of the more speculative names on our list, but also one with insane upside potential if it executes. Vertical Aerospace is developing electric vertical takeoff and landing, eVTOL, aircraft aimed at transforming urban mobility, essentially the future of air taxis. Analysts have pegged over 100% upside to 2026 price targets, which is eye-watering when you consider this industry is still nascent. The company has a strong buy consensus and multiple buy ratings as urban air mobility starts to go from concept to commercial rollouts in select cities. If eVTL files certifications or signs commercial delivery contracts, that could be a major share price catalyst. 4. Canaan Inc. If you're watching the crypto cycle play out, Canaan provides a way to ride crypto mining demand via hardware. They build specialized mining rigs and chips focused on Bitcoin mining. What's interesting here is analyst ratings showing over 200% upside from current levels based on average price targets. Now, this is high beta, meaning the stock swings with crypto markets. But that correlation also gives it explosive upside if Bitcoin recovers or mining demand spikes as new ASIC generations roll out. Deep value investors love this kind of mispriced hardware play, especially when institutional interest in crypto infrastructure remains strong. 5. Gorilla Technology. Here's a real hidden gem. Gorilla Technology offers AI-powered video analytics, cybersecurity, and smart city solutions. Think AI-driven surveillance and traffic management, technology that governments and large enterprises are literally paying big money for. This stock is not well known yet, but analysts are calling for double-digit to triple-digit upside based on average price targets and coverage. What makes it compelling is the secular demand trend. AI analytics infrastructure is growing fast, and established contracts with governments give GARR recurring revenue visibility that penny stocks rarely have. 6. Alight Inc. Another smaller cloud play with big upside potential. Alight provides human capital management solutions. handling payroll, benefits, and HR tech for major enterprises. The stock has pulled back recently, meaning the valuation now trades at levels that could be oversold relative to long-term growth prospects. With analysts showing buy ratings and upside targets from current levels that imply well over 100% gains if conditions stabilize, LET could break out once investors re-rate cloud infrastructure stocks outside of the big 5 megacaps. 7. Energy Fuels Inc. Switching gears to natural resources. Energy Fuels is a uranium and rare earths mining name that has strategic importance amid supply chain concerns. Demand for uranium and rare earth elements is red hot because nations want to secure sources outside of China's dominance. This stock trades like a tiny energy miner, but it may soon be recognized like a strategic industrial play. Production increases coupled with rising commodity prices could send this stock much higher as resource scarcity becomes geopolitical headlines. 8. Curaleaf Holdings. Cannabis is back in the spotlight thanks to renewed legalization momentum and market expansion. Curaleaf is one of the biggest legal cannabis producers and retailers in North America. Cash flow is recovering, margins expanding, and international revenue, especially in newly legal regions, is growing over 70% year over year. A lot of retail traders have overshot smaller illiquid weed names, but Curaleaf is one of the few big players with institutional interest and serious scale. Given the ongoing regulatory catalysts and expanding market size, this could be one of the safer, high upside plays in this volatile sector. 9. Big Bear.ai Holdings. Back to tech. Big Bear.ai sits squarely at the intersection of AI, data analytics, and defense. The company works with federal and commercial clients on analytics, cyber, and mission systems. Its recent growth and acquisitions have given it a footprint in high-growth defense tech segments, meaning small-cap valuations today could look stupid cheap once revenue scales further. At current trading levels under $10, BBAI combines a big addressable market, recurring defense contracts, and AI momentum, a recipe that sent a lot of small tech stocks into breakouts in recent years. 10. Lumen Technologies. Last but not least, Lumen Technologies, trading near the cheap stock category under $10. This telecom and infrastructure player has been streaming revenue growth by focusing on data center transitions, fiber builds, and enterprise networking services. Amid digital transformation cycles and AI-related bandwidth demand, Lumen's pivot to high-growth infrastructure services could finally start showing up in earnings and valuation multiples. Cheap valuations, strategic transformation, and potential investor re-rating could be huge catalysts for 2026, especially as legacy telecom names reinvent themselves for the digital era. Look, no one can predict exactly which stock will absolutely explode, but what we can look at are macro trends, undervaluation, and upcoming catalysts. And these 10 names are rich with setups. Real, measurable growth vectors, low valuations compared to peers, upcoming catalysts like contracts, regulatory changes, new product rollouts, and emerging sector growth. Big institutional and retail interest building quietly catalysts that could trigger re-ratings at any moment. Some of these could literally 5x or more if the right news hits. And the beauty is, they're tiny enough that rapid moves are still possible. All right, now I want to hear from you. Which of these 10 stocks is your favorite? Which one do you think could 10x in 2026? Drop your rankings in the comments and tell me why. Remember, none of this is financial advice, just ideas to spark your research. You should always dig into earnings, filings, catalysts, and risks before pulling the trigger. If you found value in this video, make sure you like, subscribe, and hit that bell so you don't miss future deep dives like this. Also, come follow me on Twitter or X for real-time updates, watch lists, and early alerts. Until next time, keep researching, keep learning, and keep hunting for those undervalued opportunities. Let's make 2026 a legendary year in the markets. Peace, and I'll see you in the next video.